The announcement period. Please press your request to speak button at this time. All those in the gallery, please direct your attention to the announcements being made. Councilman Coleman.
Thank you, Speaker Pro Tem Johnson. I'd like to announce two important meetings that we're going to have. The Committee on Codes, Farmers Market, and Nashville Fair will host a listening tour. The Farmers Market listening tour will be Thursday, January the 21st at 6 p.m. in the market in the general area. The Nashville Fairgrounds listening tour will be Tuesday, December the 26th, 2016 at 6 p.m. in Wilson Hall. This meeting is scheduled for anyone that would like to come. We look forward to having a very interesting conversation about our Nashville Farmers Market and about our fairground. So we'll look forward to seeing all of our neighbors come out across the city to talk about that. Thank you, thank you, Speaker Pro Tem. Next year, Vice Mayor. Or the year after Mr. Browley. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Coleman.
Bit off more than I could chew,
Councilman O'Connell, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I've got a few brief announcements. Thursday, January 7th at 6 p.m. at Morgan Park Community Center, located at 411 Hume Street. Residents of the Capital District neighborhoods are invited to an important conversation about public safety with MNPD Deputy Chief Johnson, as well as representatives from the Mayor's Office of Neighborhoods and Community Engagement. Again, that's at 6 p.m. on Thursday, January 7th. Also that evening, right around the corner, MDHA is hosting a community meeting about the proposed redevelopment of the Randy Rogers training facility. That meeting is at the facility at 1419 Rosa L. Parks Boulevard. On Saturday, January 9th, Fisk University will be celebrating Founders Day at noon in the Fisk Memorial Chapel to commemorate the university's founding 150 years ago. On Monday, January 11th, Metro Planning will host the next community conversation about Music Row from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Midtown Hills Police Precinct at 1443 12th Avenue South. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman O'Connell. Councilwoman Allen, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. I just want to make sure that my district is aware that MTA is holding bus schedule change discussions to talk about changes to a couple of the buses that will be running through District 18, Bus 2 on Belmont and Bus 25 on Midtown, and several of the other buses that constituents may ride. Those will take place Tuesday, January 12th, from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Music City Center, or Wednesday, January 13th, from 11 to 1 at the Downtown Library, or Thursday, January 15th, Thursday, January 14th, from 5:30 to 7:30 at Casa Azafran. It will be pretty much the same discussion so that neighbors have the option of choosing which location is convenient to them. So you can go to the MTA website and see what changes are proposed, and then come to this if you want an opportunity to comment on those changes. And that's actually good for anybody in all of Nashville. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Allen. Councilman Anthony Davis, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Appreciate you. Just a couple things. This Thursday night, we're having our monthly Inglewood meeting. It will be 7 p.m. Thursday the 7th at the Gallatin Road Lytton Alumni Center, the usual monthly place. So again, it's Inglewood monthly meeting this Thursday the 7th at 7 p.m. at the Lytton Alumni Center. And then we haven't gotten together in a while. We're having a South Inglewood meeting on Monday the 11th. We've got a couple of issues to discuss, and we're having someone to talk about sidewalks there. So it's Monday the 11th, 6:30 p.m. at the South Inglewood Community Center. Again, Monday the 11th, 6:30 p.m., South Inglewood Community Center. And then also, just to let my neighbors know, I'll be getting one more public meeting together on the Inglewood Conservation Overlay late in the month, so I'll probably announce that next time, but just wanted to let everyone know we've been through one public hearing and still in the middle of the process, but I wanted to let neighbors know we'll be getting one more community meeting together probably at the Lytton Alumni Center again. Thanks.
Thank you, Councilman Davis. Councilman Pulley, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to make a couple of brief announcements. We have on Thursday, January the 7th, this Thursday at 6 p.m., very important meeting at Hillsborough High School concerning the potential design of our potential new school at Hillsborough. That's a very important community meeting. I know Anna Roberts and her group has been working very hard on the design project, so it's important that the members of the community come out and give their input for one final time to this project. So those of you who might be at Councilman O'Connell's meeting and getting a little bored with what he's got going on over there, just come over and join us at Green Hills. We got plenty for you to do. Also, on January the 14th at 6:30, from 6:30 to 8 p.m. At the Granny White Church of Christ, I'll be holding a District 25 community meeting. Have a number of department heads who'll be coming there. We'll be talking about issues that are important to the city and important to the district. So I invite everybody who wants to attend to come out, and I think that'll be very, very informative. And finally, I'd like to introduce you all to an outstanding young lady who's been gracious enough to share her time with me. Erica, would you stand? I've got Erica McGraw here from Ole Miss University. She's working with me here, and Erica's a senior there studying international studies, and I think really she's teaching me more than I am her, so she's been working with me during her time and may intern with me when she comes home a newly graduated student at Ole Miss this summer. So thanks, Erica, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Councilman Pulley. Councilwoman Vercher, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. There will be a community meeting for District 28, Southeast residents, and all community stakeholders regarding proposed projects for the community. Transitional housing for ex-offenders, transitional housing also for women and children, and also a proposed subdivision. I would like to encourage all neighbors to attend this meeting this Thursday, January 7th at 6:30 p.m. at Antioch First Baptist Church. That address is 2601 Una Antioch Pike. Again, I can't stress the importance of this meeting. As our community continues to grow and develop, it is important that all neighbors are engaged and involved in a direction and aesthetically of how our neighborhoods are continuing to grow and what they actually look like. Come out, get the information regarding these proposed developments. It's very critical. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, please come out. This meeting is very important.
Thank you, Councilwoman Vercher. Councilwoman Van Rees, you're recognized.
Thank you very much. Greetings from District 8. How you doing? A couple of different things. Wanted to make sure that everybody knew that Coffee with NVR is set for January on January 12th and 26th. That's the second and fourth Tuesday morning, again at 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. at SIP Cafe at 3939 Gallatin. And we will be there next Tuesday morning, so come on and join casual conversation over a cup of coffee. So please come. Also on your January calendar, make sure and mark also on the 12th a blood drive 12 to 4 at the Madison Police Precinct. And on the 14th, the Madison Community Alliance public meeting at 7 o'clock also at the Madison Police Precinct. All businesses, all residents in the Madison area, that would include both Madison residents in District 7, 8, 9, 10, and 3. You're all welcome to join us at the Madison Community Alliance public meeting. And finally, at the end of the month, the Madison Neighborhood Watch training will continue at 6 p.m. on January the 28th, also at the Madison Police Precinct. And then finally, wanted to make sure and mention if it's time for an alignment on your car or if it's time for an oil change, to please remember to go to Maplewood High School and let the students do it. The Firestone Care Center is up and running, and you can anyone can have their car serviced there. Drop-ins are welcome over at 401 Walton Lane. That's right off Broadmoor at Maplewood High. You can contact them to learn a little bit more about that at 615-262-6770. That number again, 615-262-6770. Ask for extension 1217, and let a Maplewood student change your oil next time out. Thanks so much.
We'll definitely do that. Thank you, Councilwoman Van Rees. Councilman Elrod, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. I just wanted to announce a couple of meetings. The first one will be Monday the 11th at Overton High School at 6 o'clock about the expansion plans that are going on there. And then also Wednesday, December 13th at 6 o'clock at Creve Hall Elementary about possible overcrowding and expansion plans, not only at Creve Hall, but in the Overton cluster, as those of us in South Nashville know, and I'm sure in other parts of the city, but especially in the Overton cluster. The elementary schools are becoming very crowded, overcrowded in many instances. There's been a similar meeting at Norman Binkley last month. These meetings illustrate the need for another elementary school in South Nashville in the Overton cluster, that even with the expansions of several elementary schools, that need will still be there in South Nashville in the Overton cluster. So hope you can attend those meetings for those in the area. Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem.
Thank you, Councilman Elrod. Councilman Withers, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to make a couple of quick announcements. First of all, I'd like to invite everyone out this coming Saturday to the official grand opening of Turnip Truck Natural Market at 7th and Woodland. They have been open for a little while, but they would like to welcome everyone out for the grand opening officially this coming Saturday, the 9th at 9 a.m. And again, that's at 7th and Woodland. And for those who are unfamiliar with the new building, the entrance is a little bit kind of in the rear toward the parking area, but that is across from East Park. Looking ahead to next week, on Tuesday the 12th, the Rolling Acres Neighbors Group will be meeting at Eastwood Christian Church, 1601 Eastland at 6:30 p.m. And then on Wednesday the 13th, I'm hosting a community meeting at East Park Community Center at 600 Woodland Street. The purpose of the community meeting is to discuss noise ordinances. We've had a lot of discussion in East Nashville in particular about noise from outdoor events, whether they be in parks or a sand amphitheater and whatnot. We've collected a lot of good feedback. I have a great relationship that I've established with Metro Parks as well as Live Nation staff, and would like to have a community meeting to update everyone on that. In addition to those meetings, I would really like to take a moment to thank all of our teachers who have returned to school. We're looking forward to the second semester that you will be instructing our young people, and we wish you all well. We appreciate the work that you've done over the last 2 days for your in-service, and are looking forward to all of our students returning to school tomorrow. And in particular, I would like to welcome Miss Kelly Akers, who is an East Nashvilleian, who will be assuming responsibilities as the principal of Rosebank Elementary in District 6, and her first day with students will be tomorrow. And I wish Miss Akers well, and I hope that they have a blessed year ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilman Withers. Councilman Bedney, you're recognized.
Thank you. So about some months ago, I was contacted by Columbia Gas in regards to their interest on purchasing a property in the district on the corner of Barnes Road and Old Hickory Boulevard. And the more I learned about the project, I told them that I wouldn't support it, that I wouldn't support the rezoning or their efforts to build a gas compression station on that location. So I thought that was it. Unfortunately, they decided to purchase the property anyway, and so now they are apparently planning on moving forward. So there was an article on the Tennessean about it, and many people started contacting me, and so we decided to set up a community meeting. Will be on January 15 at Lake Providence Church, located on Nolensville Road. It'll be at 6 p.m. So for everybody in District 31 or other Southeast council districts, if they're interested in coming and learning more about the issue and ways that we can do to try to deal with it, please try to stop by. It'll be January 15 at 6 p.m. at Lake Providence Church. On January 16, we are going to have a truck to help people sign up for healthcare, and it'll be at the Walmart. I had it on my phone here, so bear with me. Sorry. Sorry about that, but okay. So the healthcare deadline is coming up. It's on January 31, and there is very little time for people to sign up for healthcare, and so we're trying to make it easier for people to do it. And so we are going to have a truck there at the Walmart mid-morning on January 16, and people can come in. And this is being done. It's hosted by me and other Southeast Council members, so people that live in the Southeast interested in getting some help in signing up for healthcare, this is a good opportunity for them to do it. If they are interested in more information, they can call me. My number is 829-6226. And then the last thing is on January 22nd, we're going to have a meeting in my house, actually, to talk about an effort to set up a Friends of the Greenway, Mill Creek Greenway. So if people are interested, they can call me, and I'll give them directions to my house. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Bedney. Councilman Hager, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. Appreciate it. I've got two announcements. I've got a community meeting coming up on January the 11th for mostly the Lakewood residents. That's on a contextual overlay. And some other items will be at that meeting. So I invite everybody to come out to the Lakewood City Hall at 6 o'clock on January the 11th. I also have another community meeting in Old Hickory at the Community Center on January the 12th at 6 o'clock, and that will be discussed before the final reading of our contextual overlay and some other items, including the renovations of the old Community Center and any other items that everybody wants to discuss in my district. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilman Hager. Councilman Sledge, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. Two meetings to announce. Tomorrow, Wednesday, January 6th, Councilor Allen and I will have a meeting regarding the development occurring at the corner of Wedgwood and 21st. It'll be 5:30 to 7. The location of the meeting will be at Martin Development Center, 2400 Fairfax Avenue. And then I will hold the District 17 second Saturday meeting. This one will be a coffee and conversation from 8:30 to 10 a.m. at Dozen Bakery, which is at 516 Hagen Street. Again, that's this Saturday, the 9th, from 8:30 to 10. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilman Sledge. Councilwoman Blaylock, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam. I am letting you know that this coming up Thursday night at Barbie Cutie, there's going to be a meeting about a proposed zoning change on Brewer Drive. So please come out from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, have some dinner, and learn about the proposed zoning changes. There's a couple of houses right behind the Electronic Express, right off of Nolensville Road on Brewer Drive. So please come out. We'll see you then. That's this Thursday night.
Thank you, Councilwoman Blaylock. Councilman Kendall, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. There will be a meeting in my district, 21st District, on January the 14th at 6 p.m. at St. James Missionary Baptist Church, which is located at 600 28th Avenue North. And the purpose of that meeting is twofold. One is to talk about a proposed development along Hyman Street, the 2500 block. That's a very large project that's being proposed, and I encourage people to come out and help with the planning of that. The other is to discuss the proposed naming, honorary naming of the connector there at 28th and 31st Avenue. And it's give the community an opportunity to have some input into that, which they've requested of me. So that could be, that's anybody, open to anybody, I think, who has an interest in that. That's my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Kendall. Councilwoman Mina Johnson, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to announce Hillwood High School meeting this Thursday. MNPS has been conducting the future of Hillwood High School. In November, we had a series of 4 meetings. Now, MNPS will be getting close to decide what to do with a new location, rebuild, reconstruct, and so forth. So whatever the decision MNPS will make will affect on Hillwood High School, Westmead High School, Bellevue Middle, H.G. Hill Middle, and so forth. So I would like to hear from the community, especially Hillwood area, Westmead area, who never had a chance to participate. So that will be January 7th, Thursday, 6:30 p.m. at Hillwood High School Library. I would love to see many of you over there. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Johnson. I do have a couple announcements also for District 29. A reminder that my office hours are the 4th Saturday, which will be Saturday, January 23rd, from 10 a.m. to 12 noon at First Tennessee Bank, Nashville location. Also, as a reminder, we do have the meeting tomorrow night, Wednesday, January 6th, on the blasting that is going to take place off Anderson Road. That meeting will be at 6:30 p.m. at Grandale Manor at 200 Nashville Boulevard. Are there any other council members wishing to speak at this time? The announcement period is officially closed. We will reconvene promptly at 6:30 p.m. for our regularly scheduled council meeting. Thank you.